Alright, we're back from the commercial break. And while we were on commercial, you should have seen this alligator that we were playing with. And these kids came up and started feeding him bread, and he was eating bread like it was chickens. Anyway, we're going to continue our little nature walk here, and I think we're going to end up on the beach where there's big, huge, monstrous waves. I think they're like 30 feet, 33 feet, something like that. So come on, follow me. Well, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck when it ain't gonna rain no more? Well, there's peanuts sitting on a railroad track, looking up into the sky. Nope, that's the frog. There's peanuts sitting on the railroad track. All for the flutter around the bend came number 10. Peanut butter. Well, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck when it ain't gonna rain no more? Well, there's a frog sitting on a lily pad, looking up in the sky. The lily pad broke and the frog fell in, got water in his eye. Well, it ain't gonna rain no more, no more. Ain't gonna rain no more. How in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? Woo! See, kids, we're on a nature trail. We gotta sing songs. All right. Oh, the gentle breeze, the trees, the clouds, and everything else that goes on in the nature. All right. Well, kids, it's been fun so far. We've learned all kinds of things. Oh, he scared me. Come here, kids. Well, he's gone. You scared me. That wasn't very nice. It was a big lizard. All I saw was his tail flap. All right. Remember what I said when we're out here in the wilderness, there's snakes. I got to sit down for just a second and tell you a little bit of the story. The story is that the last time we walked down here through the woods, we got injured. I'll tell you how I got injured. I was standing on the edge of this boardwalk right here, and I had to use the bathroom. So, I unzipped my pants, and as I went to use the bathroom, I slipped on my own pee and fell head first into the woods. And everybody, of course, laughed at me, and nobody picked me up. They just let me sit there, and it was kind of bad. So, that's the end of my story. That's kind of how the story went. I really can't think of another story I could tell you as I sit here and rest because I'm out of breath. Whew. But I think we should continue on down the path, don't you, kids?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. That was a big tree that fell right there. And those right there are called wild raspberries. Y'all see them? See them? You can't get them on your video. Maybe you can. Right here. There's a bunch of them right here called wild raspberries. See, and back in the Bible days, see right here? There's some more. Back in the Bible days, people just walked through the woods and get whatever they wanted to eat. Now we go to the grocery store and buy raspberries. Now, I'm not sure if those raspberries are edible, but they look edible. They are. Huh? They are. They are. Okay, well, my tour guide, who comes with me a lot, says that they're edible. So. Hello? That's another nice lady. All right. Now we're getting off the boardwalk, which means we have to hold hands. No? No holding hands? Well, you kids aren't loving it all. All right. Very, very careful and quiet. As we scoop along the ground. This right here, it's called a cinnamon fern. Now, I don't know why it's called a cinnamon fern, because I have to be honest with you, I've put it in my mouth, and it don't taste like cinnamon. It really doesn't. But that's what they call it, cinnamon fern. So we're continuing on. Now, sometimes these roots right here, like you see, will actually be a snake, so we got to be careful. Okay? We got to be careful as we walk along the forest floor. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I want to tell y'all kids. On nature walks, this is called the forest floor. And every year, during the seasons of the year, whether it be fall, whether it be spring, winter, summer, the floor changes. like in the wintertime, the floor is really, really, really like dead. And so you can walk all over the woods, but in the summertime, these ferns, which by the way, what are these called again, kids?
Ferns.
Cinnamon ferns.
Oh, yeah.
These cinnamon ferns get really thick and it's hard to walk through the woods. So we're continuing on, scaring all the animals away because I'm making too much noise. But if you listen, listen. We're getting close to the ocean. I can hear it. Do you hear the 30-foot waves? I mean, they are huge. All right. Continuing on. Here we go. Okay. This is called nastiness. That's what that's called. Grease or something. Okay. This is called the Tupelo Trail and the Lake Pier. We just came from the Lake Pier, but I want to talk about this word Tupelo for just a minute. The word Tupelo actually means honey. Tupelo trees, which grow not so much right here in Alabama, but they do grow over there in northwest Florida. Tupelo trees, and these bees that feed on the flower of the Tupelo tree, and they make what's called Tupelo honey. And I want to tell you a story about Tupelo honey. If you get you a warm Pillsbury Doughboy biscuit and you put you some of that butter and some of that Tupelo honey on it, I want to tell you right now, it's out of this world. You want to eat it and eat it and eat it and eat it and eat it. All right. So this down here says swamp. Y'all know what swamp means, right? Y'all know what swamp means? Get your camera situated. Swamp means very bad things can happen. That's what swamp means. And then Dune Edge Trail, that's that way. But we ain't going that way. We're coming down this way towards the ocean where there's 30-foot waves. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a minute. 30-foot waves. You think I'm kidding? You wait. They're huge. All right. We're continuing on this nice path. You know what I find amazing? Is we're out here in the wilderness all by ourselves. There's no humans at all except for us. And we're all by ourselves, and we probably don't have no food, nothing to drink and stuff. But isn't it funny how the forest floor is cut out for us? It's kind of funny. I can't figure that out for the life of me. Maybe the animals walk down the same trail. I don't know, but we're going to continue on through the forest. Earlier, I took one of these palms right here, and that's what I was using as a fan, but they don't work very well. So remember, those are cinnamon ferns, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Glad we're learning something today. Watch that stump right there. I'll reach out and grab you. All right. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. We're getting close to the ocean. 30-foot waves now, remember. All right. Animal tracks. Okay. Every animal makes a different track, okay? You can see in the picture here, we got deer tracks and bobcat tracks and squirrel tracks and opossum tracks and raccoon tracks and all those kind of tracks and things. But I want to show you something too. Did you know that humans make tracks too? Watch, I'm going to make a track. Well, it didn't work very good. There it is. That's Bigfoot. That's what Bigfoot looks like right there. All right, we're going on. We saw Bigfoot track today. We're continuing on. All right, now, we're going to have to pause for just a second here again for commercial break because we're getting ready to get into the real thick of things. What I mean by that is this sand is so thick, it's liable to get us all sucked up in. Y'all heard of quicksand? Well, there's quicksand everywhere around out here. We don't want to drown in sand. It's really bad to get sand in your mouth. Anyway, we're going to stop right now for a commercial break, and we'll be right back with you here in just a second.